We've been listening here at Zion TV to Dr. Jude NZEAKO revealing things that are very vital concerning Imo State development and investment. It's been suggested that I should ask you about town unions, their role.
Our town unions, some of us grew up serving in our town unions in several capacities. Such services were voluntary and regarded as free communal service for community development. These days, in Nigeria, town union presidents are grossly immersed in politics. They neglect their core functions. There is need to reactivate the Igbo-ness self-support systems in our rural communities. Our forefathers, through communal efforts, awarded scholarships, built roads and bridges. They built markets and built communities. But these days, we are all grown, lazy, and self-centered. By building our private wealth whilst neglecting our common wealth. This is the key issue we all have. Waiting for the state governor to come and clean our homes and environments will endear us further into poverty. State governors' intervention should only be looked at as a supplementary. All town unions should organize themselves and set up cooperatives through which they could attract federal or international grants and interventions for poverty alleviation and grassroots development. Although the state governor may want to do everything for the rural communities, but I tell you, he simply will not have enough money to do that. We all need to come together and take our community serious, play our own part in bringing development to our communities. So town unions, get up, do something for your communities, rise up, do some work. Do not play politics more than you get yourself involved in your community development. Thank you.
Sir, can you tell us in your own words, what is the way out and the solution for Imo State?
I think investment is urgently needed in Imo State. But just to assist, let me highlight specific areas we can direct our investment in order to bring about rapid economic development of the state. We need investment in supportive infrastructure and systems. This investment will promote industries that provide investment-related infrastructure and systems that are critical to investment itself. I give you examples. Energy companies that can provide to at least industrial clusters are needed in the state. Those that can undertake road projects on toll basis, especially busy roads that lead to farms, to industrial clusters, they are welcome. Transport companies, investment in this area will certainly aid rapid development. We need investment in export-oriented industries that promote industries that focus on abundant labor that is available in our state. We need investment in domestic market-oriented industries. What do I mean by this? We need to promote industries that mostly target Nigerian and African market, focusing on the size and domestic market and underdeveloped local industries, including, of course, infrastructure, food processing systems, merchant distributions, and transport systems, and so on and so forth. We also need investment in resource-based businesses. Again, this is to promote industries that process local resources, such as agriculture, mineral resources, forestry, fishery, piggery, you name them. There's huge opportunity in this area. We also need investment in knowledge-based industries. We need to promote service industries that provide new services based on expertise. Example, education, consulting, science, finance, insurance, information technology, health service, communication, and so on and so forth. Imo State is green. There is no investment you throw into Imo State today that it will not absorb it, that it will not give you maximum profit. Above all, Imo State is peaceful. We need to capitalize on the peaceful nature of Imo State and the Imo people. Imo people are peace-loving. Imo people love life.
So I want to ask you, can you give a special message direct to the Imolites, both here and in diaspora?
For Imolites, let us borrow a leaf from Anambra State. Once a governor emerges, all political opponents rally around the winner for the interests of the state. There can only be one governor at a time. Politicians in opposition can be patriotic by serving as objective monitoring tool, checking government excesses, falsehoods, innuendos, instigation, blackmail, and similar acts are not opposition politics, but in fact dangerous and unpatriotic. If we continue to destabilize the incumbent governor and his administration, we are not acting in the interests of Imo people. We are simply being selfish. And in fact, the Imo people should see such person as enemy of the state. Imolites all over the world should rise up and join hands and lift our economy. We need to fight unemployment and poverty. We need to borrow a leaf from the practice of the old when Imo was Imo. Imolites built roads for themselves. They helped one another. After all, Sambakwe's airport was built by social capital. That's money contributed by people. We can develop Imo State in a similar manner. If we wait for the government to do it, there's simply not enough money to do it on time. There's a lot of catching up to do. A true son of Imo State, Chief Mbata, recently demonstrated that this old practice can still work when he built about 2-kilometer road at New Owerri and donated it to the state government. This is commendable. All Imolites must declare the remaining part of this year and next year as years of patriotism. Imo first. Everyone should own at least a small farm producing chicken, yam, cassava, plantain, pineapple, and anything you can produce in your farm will go a long way to alleviating poverty and contributing to the common good of Imo people. All Imolites engaged in business in other states should, as a matter of urgency, set up branches in Imo State at least. It is worrisome that as Imo indigents, we promote the economy of other states and countries, pay our taxes in other states and countries, yet expect Imo State to be developed when we visit home. There is simply not enough money in the government system. The state's 4 billion naira per month is not sufficient to do all this work. Many Nigerians overseas earn more than $6 million per month. See, Dave, this, as you know, the smallest state in the United States by population is Rhode Island, with a population of just above 1 million, but with an annual budget of $6.6 billion, or 3.3 trillion naira per annum. And the smallest region, or you can call it a state in Ghana, Ahafo, has a population of 2.3 million people, yet a monthly budget of $6.6 million. You can do the maths yourself. We do not have enough money in Imo State to catch up with years of neglect. Now we want to catch up with other states. There is need to urgently increase the internally generated revenue of Imo State. This will happen seamlessly if there are a reasonable number of enterprises in Imo State who employ our people and pay their taxes. Our brothers and sisters in diaspora should respond now. As a diasporan myself, I know that we have Imo State town unions in diaspora in every country of the world. Just like the governor of Imo State is currently working with the town unions in Imo State, he's also prepared to work with all the town unions in diaspora. The Imo State unions and associations in diaspora can develop Imo State within 2 years if we all put our resources together with our tiniest investment. Just $5 each of us invest every month in Imo State will raise over 500 billion naira per annum for projects. This money can be invested in capital projects that will create employment and more revenue for you as an investor and for the government. You will, above all, be proud of your state when you visit home and see the level of development achieved in your state by your $5 per month. Over the next few weeks, the Imo State government, through the Investment Promotion Agency, will be unveiling platforms for all Imo indigents all over the world to invest their widow's mite in Imo State. Imo State is very safe for your investment. I have volunteered my time to serve in the agency for at least the next 3 years just to ensure a smooth takeoff of this project. Fortunately, we have a governor of the state that has submitted himself totally to the will of God and has displayed and pledged total accountability to the people of Imo State. We also have stable financial institutions in Nigeria and in Imo State to manage your investments. There will be adequate risk assessment before investment. All money generated from this call will be reserved for equity investment only. The fund and projects will be independently managed by reputable financial institutions. This way, you as an investor will be a venture capitalist. because you are investing in equity. Don't miss this opportunity. We can no longer sit by and wait when our home is on fire. We still have massive unemployment. The youths are becoming very agitated and very aggressive. If we do not respond now, all of us will have cause to blame ourselves sooner or later.
Sir, could you comment on the role of federal government in this challenge of managing Imo State?
I'm using this opportunity to also call on the federal government to review its monetary and fiscal policies so as to ensure elaborate financial inclusion for all sectors and states. Although there are several federal government incentives aimed at assisting micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises in Nigeria, but my investigation reveals that less than 0.5% of Imolites who are eligible for these incentives have benefited from the initiatives.
Sir, the interview has been fascinating. And can I ask you over the next few minutes to make your general conclusions?
In my conclusion, although there is relative peace in the state at present, as always, we should note that we still have 48% of our people unemployed. This poses a danger, serious danger in the state, considering the uprising in the other states of Nigeria. My fear is that if we do not do enough to assist the unemployed, particularly the unemployed graduates, the unhealthy tempo in some other states may spring up in our own state as well. There is therefore urgent need for every Imolite in diaspora to rise to support the efforts of our governor, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, who, frankly speaking, is a God-sent man at this time. Irrespective of any contrary view you may hold against him or his administration, he is simply doing his best. Dave, as you know, this is a difficult time in Nigeria, generally. There have been several calls by so many prominent Nigerians for Nigerians to rise and defend themselves. I personally believe that this is not a call for us to rise and carry arms, but it's a call that we must all answer. We must heed to this call seriously. A call to defend ourselves is not necessarily a call to acquire arms, but it's a call to defend our land economically. Let me make further appeal to the people of Imo State. I'm asking you to unite and support the efforts of the governor, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. It is obvious that tiny minority of Imolites are not happy, especially with the recent past security hiccups in the state. I thank God that today peace has returned. Investors are once again coming to Imo State. Businessmen and women are going about their normal and usual business activities. And those who have not joined the moving train should also do so now. I send special thanks to all those that recognize the need to join hands with the governor, moving from their current political parties to APC, in order to unite for the good of Imo State. We need a solution to a myriad of problems. Problems, of course, that were created many years back. You can either be a solution to these problems or be a problem yourself in Imo State. Let me thank various economic groups and individuals who, in spite of their political affiliations, are supporting the Imo State with their investments and their efforts. This is a difficult time for Nigeria and by extension for Imo State. Fortunately, with Senator Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State, we will overcome our challenges. He has capacity, he is dedicated, he is prudent, and above all, he is patriotic. Most things are achieved on earth either by design or by divine. But the development of Imo State today can only be by design. It's no good for us all to wait for divine intervention. We have to wake up and design the Imo State that we want. We must invest in our land, in our people, in order to avert hunger, poverty, strike, and of course, insecurity. It is better to invest in public wealth rather than investing in war. The root cause of insecurity is poverty. It is tempting for some of us to sit back and watch at the turnout of events, but that is dangerous. We must understand that building private wealth whilst neglecting public wealth is selfish. It fuels poverty and corruption. All Imolites in business and others with names should stand up now and be counted, or forever remain quiet. God bless you. God bless you all. God bless the Executive Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma. God bless Imo State, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Well, it's been fascinating. You've heard it today on Zion TV. We've heard from Dr. Jude NZEAKO many revelations concerning Imo State, the challenges that the state faces, and yet the wonderful opportunities that exist for investors. The fact that against all odds, the state is beginning to be stabilized thanks to the extreme dedicated efforts of the governor. As we've heard from Dr. Jude, there are many challenges, but now Imo State is positioned to be a safe haven for investments.